girl KD come back out to eat one more time. So, girls looking out. I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I went to the auto show in New York City. In New York City. But I'm doing good today. I walked a lot yesterday. I walked a lot. I journeyed. I chugga choo-chooed a lot yesterday. So I didn't go to the gym. I didn't have time to go to the gym. I was late for KK. I was early for a baby, but they call me like when you late for your kids, if you don't know, they call you, right? Okay, the teacher called me. I thought I was gonna be late. I was gonna have 3:45. Got her 3:40 something. 4:40 something. Girl, no 4:20 something, not 30 something, 40 something. 4:20 something I got right. The baby supposed to get her by 5 o'clock. The latest. At 4:58, they calling me. I was technically there, but I did the I don't know if it's out yet, but I think I did it out on TikTok already. I could have got her a little bit earlier, but I did stop at Popeyes. Tried a new biscuit. I gave it, I think, a 7 or a 6. I think a 7. It's better than the regular biscuits. Well, regular biscuits are good if you eat it hot right away. So I never ate this one cold. So I don't know how it tastes when it's cold. I got it as literally as it got out. I didn't make it get moist that much in the little container they gave me. Um, I don't like warm strawberries, so that wasn't a thing for me. So I don't like any warm fruit. That means I don't eat apple pies. Do you make potato pies? I don't really do that. I don't eat make strawberry pies. I don't know. I could think of it as apple right now, but pumpkin pie. I don't eat that crap. What's another one? I don't eat stuff like what's like yogurt. I eat yogurt. I don't eat oatmeal. I don't eat porridge. For a Jamaican person, oatmeal might not be the thing. Or porridge, then put them baby upon porridge. Me no name porridge. Alright? Me no name porridge. Me no name oatmeal. Me no name can't harmony. Yo, we had a prayer breakfast at my church on Saturday, just passed. And first of all, we make the guests eat first. I be kind of salty about that because, I want to get, problem is that I don't cook Jamaican food. So I only get that prior breakfast to Jamaican food. That's like once a year. And we used to do it at Convocation too. So I can't Selfish in the morning. Even though I can't Selfish is a Jamaica national dish, right? It's like when up in America, hot dog on hamburger. That's what is not that great. Well, I can't Selfish for our national dish. Yep. I might be telling you guys say have hot dog and hamburger. But what other national dish do Americans have? They might have it. I don't know. I'm not American, so I don't really know what national dishes. I know that I want to say the bird is the bald eagle. I know that. But so I thought about hamburger, but if I can Selfish, and because I don't make, because Tanya said she don't like, she like the boiled dumpling, the fried dumpling. I told her I want to make her some. I have flour, but I don't be making it because I want to use my hands on the dumpling. But I can't make fritters better than that. Can't do fritters, but I don't want to do the dumpling. I want to knead up the dumpling. No, I don't mind taking that. And I don't fry food often either. I don't fry food in my house like that. I don't fry food at all. I don't fry food at all. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for being here. What want to say? And because restaurants around here is a Jamaican restaurant, even there where I work out, but they will make breakfast. They only make lunch and dinner. And I got, man, I hope the feelings running hard every day Wednesday. My daughter gets out. Oh, me too. And I work nights, so I'll have to rush to. Oh, I know how you feel. So the daughter goes to Success Academy. I have to put your business out there, but that's the only school I know ends out on Wednesday. The other schools, I think, I said Advantage. What's that school? What's that school name? Katani was in that school, but she's not in that school anymore. It's over the A. And they, I think, on Fridays or Wednesdays. Probably on Wednesdays too. But I know another charter school ends out on Fridays. So I understand. I'm always rushing. I'm always rushing. On Wednesdays, I feel like I don't get enough gym time. I get the least amount of gym time on Wednesdays because I'm always rushing to get my daughter. Today she has swimming. I gotta rush and this is not the person that I met at the school in person, is it? I don't know. So when we do big events, you might see me there. I'm just saying, you might see me there because Did you go to the? They had a carnival, inside carnival thing earlier this year. No, that was last year, right? Last year. They have their stuff in like Octoberish. The year before that, they did like movie night kind of thing. So, but yeah, I be rushing on Wednesdays. I be rushing in the morning. I be rushing in the morning. In the morning, she was late today, as usual. Kiki supposed to be at school at 7:45. Watching that school at 7:45. She had a test today. She said, "Mommy, I got a test." I'm like, "Bro, oh okay, got you, got you." I don't want to put all your information out there, so if you want to DM me, you can. Um, but yeah, me too. But me too. I'm in BK. You said in Brooklyn, right? Not Bronx. But I just also. Oh, it is. I'm going crazy. I'm sorry. My glasses is right here. My us are just also bad. So just making sure I see the K instead of not an X. But yeah. But the event was for the whole network. So it didn't matter what borough you was living in. They just have it. But I think it usually do all the events in one borough. It seems like for the past 2 years I've seen it only in Brooklyn. Um, are you invited to the soccer game? Because they had, I think, tickets. The other day they had an email. They sent it to everybody, right? I think they had like 200 tickets or 250. I don't know how many tickets they had. And mind you, I saw the email, but I didn't check it. Usually I check the emails right away. But I thought it was like, because it happened on a Friday, I thought it was like a regular Friday recap for what's going to happen. They was giving out free tickets. I was like, I tried to sign up. They said, oh, it's an overwhelming amount of people trying to do. I'm like, really? And I love me my free stuff, so. But it's all right. We got so much things to do. I signed up for tennis recently. I said recently. Tennis today for the spring semester. The spring semester starts next week, so she's been doing tennis since last year, so she likes it, but she can't do it. They supposed to be last year when she first started. She was doing tennis twice. First it was once a week, then she started doing it twice a week. It's free, of course. I love free. And then they started doing tennis. Then she didn't. She did it for the fall. She did it for the fall, I believe, on Saturday. And then the winter. Ish, it was Saturday, so 1 day a week. But now they have a spring, they have it twice a week. But she can't do two. Because I pay for cheerleading. If it was free, I was like, okay, you can alternate. And so cheerleading, there's a child in the choir too, because my daughter's in the choir also. They had a show the other day. Oh, you deleted that? Oh, but thank you for doing that. Yeah. So just to be safe. But I seen this, so that's all that matters. What I was gonna say, oh yeah, my daughter's also in the choir, and they had a show the other day. So yeah, you know what it is? I tried to get into when she was in her first school. She was in clubs. That her school had closed. I don't know how long you have been watching me, but her school had closed. Then she went to another school. I didn't like that school. I didn't like the principal there, and the teacher was okay-ish. But the principal and me did not get along. I just felt bad vibes from her. That sounds so, crazy, but I just feel like she was there because an incident happened with her and another student, and I didn't like how she handled that either. And it's like every day, but also it was just, I'm not saying it was far, but it was weird with the bus. Like from my school, from my house now to her school, I could walk it, I could truck it. It'll still be far, but I can walk. I feel like her other school I couldn't walk to. So that was another problem. So yeah, if the bus, because every bus I feel like I take, it's still garbage no matter what. So yeah, so I take the bus, the train, depending on the time, whatever. But I tried to sign up. Her first school she was in clubs. The second school she was not in clubs. And you know what it is? Her other school had an after school program. So like they had clubs and they had after school program. So I signed up for both when she was in her old school. When Ona happened, at one point they said she was in the clubs. They kicked her out. They said, oh, everybody, they gave a deadline for everybody to have their shots, whatever, stay in the clubs. Basically forcing the thing on me. I feel like you shouldn't have to force it. I don't know if you take it, I don't care. If you don't take it, I don't care. I'm not gonna be here saying you better take it, I don't care. It's your choice. It's what you do. It's like it's a choice that you wake up. You don't make a choice to wake up in the morning. You make a choice every morning to brush your teeth. It's a choice to take a shot. You feel me? So when that happened, the club thing, they kicked her out. And because they had a waiting list for the clubs, they took her out of that certain program. And like a week or two later, they dropped the mandates for the damn shot. I said, can I get back in there? I said, no. I was like, wow. So I didn't bother. But the skinny and short of it, her other school, She was in. I took her out in the middle of the year. Not middle of the year. I took her out in September, Octoberish. And then she goes to this new school now. And the new school I like it much better. I don't like it as good as her first school that she was in for clothes, but I like it better. Hopefully I can still hear me. I'm not sure. I just pressed this thing. I don't know if it affected sound or not. But this last school, I like it. I don't love it as first school, but I like it. But because she came in so late, she's on the waiting list. June about to be here. Probably not gonna be in the clubs. But this fall, as it open in September. I'm out. Well, the clubs opened earlier this year for her last school, so maybe they're gonna open in August too. I'm not sure. But as the clubs open, I'm gonna open it up. I know she wanna do soccer. She did soccer before, but not like they had like a team like everybody got medals. I don't believe that. I want real team. But right now she's in cheerleading outside of school. She's in swimming. Because last year they told me she knew how to swim when she went to the hotel. I gotta be watching her. I want to have fun in the hotel too. You know, I was watching. Technically, I was on the deep end. I was watching her anyway, but it's just like she knows she can't go that far. And I didn't bring her swimming vest because I thought she could swim. If she had a swimming vest on, you could come in the deep end with me. I don't care. So yeah, that's how it is. So she's in swimming, she's in tennis, she's in soccer, all outside of school. I'm trying to get her to gymnastics, but the money. All right, the program started I think February, but I think it's like probably 1,000 or 800. I'm not sure. But then she missed a lot of classes already because it's so late in the semester. They told me if I started last week, it's $500. I don't got $500 just to put on one time. And the cheerleading is over $1,000. And I don't, like, I got paid, but I have other obligations to other things. Like, I have to pay rent. I don't got to pay, thank God I don't have to pay insurance anymore. I still got to pay $2,000 in change for the IRS. I got money to shell out. And the deadline for the IRS is the 17th. And we're going to the IRS portal, they say, oh, if you don't pay this, you're going to be in this. I never thought that I'll be in this predicament. And what I'm thinking is pay my credit card. Because you can use a credit card on it. It'll be a little interest. I'm like, whatever. I get money back so I don't feel bad. Usually I just use my checking account, but I'm going to pay my credit card and then use that money to go and pay for the IRS. Because I can't, I really can't. I can't afford them to put no lien, no garnish. Well, they could probably garnish out of one check. All my jobs are 1099. That's what it's called? 1099? Whatever it's called. I'm a contractor for most of my jobs, so they can't even take none down the checks unless they go to one job. So I guess it's not that much. Well, that give me a little bit of shame, but you know. So I want this whole social media stuff to work. Sorry, I'm chit-chatting. Sorry. Yeah, they do the. Oh, I got you. But do you like that school? Do you like that school? I like it, honestly. Did your child get into any clubs and stuff like that? Hope you're still here. I see the one person. Thank you for being here with me. If you don't know, I am working out. I've been on here for quite a while. So I'm working out. Body yada yada. Body yada yada. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I have some trips coming up. I didn't even pay for them. And the baby can't go on one of them. Like, I'm thinking one of my trips. It's a church trip. I go to church trip every year. Y'all know last year I went to Florida. And I went down earlier and I had fun. And then I had a church trip after. Year before that, they had it in New York. Year before that, they had it in New York. Year before that, they had it in England. And I went to England and Paris. So I want to do the same thing this year. They're going someplace this year. And I want to go to a different state after. So I'm thinking, should I go to the place? Because the place I'm going, the baby cannot go. The first place I'm going, the baby cannot go to church trip because of where it's located. Unless a lot of things happen. If God wants her to go, she's going to go. But if you don't want her to go, she's not going to go. And because you don't know the baby, if you don't know, I'm a foster mom. So foster children can't do certain things unless it's permission, depending what it is. And they could override the parents with certain things they can't override. Unless they really do a push to really override it. And there's a lot, and the agency just doesn't want to do that. So yeah. So one of the trips I know she can't go on. I'm thinking I come back to New York and come get her from whoever she's with and take it to my next trip, or take a little break. You know, I have kicking, so it's not really a break at all. If you have kids, it's not a break. It's never a break with a kid. You feel me? So I'm gonna take kicking to the first trip, and the second trip come back for the baby, or just go take the trip goes to one trip to the next, and it's saving money. Because technically, I'm saving an airline ticket too, because the baby, well, they pay you back for the baby's airline ticket, but I'll have to pay for me and KK 2 airline tickets to come back to New York, pick the baby up, make sure everything is packed from before, and wash. Well, I have to probably wash. I'll give myself. They said cool down time. Probably gonna do for more. I'm probably gonna wash my stuff from before. But when I come back, I'll probably give myself a day or two. So you get to never know if you have a delay, nothing like that. So, and sometimes unpredictable. So and KK have school, so it's like it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. They start. I forgot what day they start, but it's just a lot. So I don't know. But I'm just chilling. Like, you can only do what you can do at this point. My gym instructor be saying, the trainer, when he's here, he's not here until 1 o'clock today. He be saying, oh, put up your resistance. I be doing it. I did the action by myself, but I don't be putting resistance on sometimes. I'm not gonna be doing the stairs for a while. I think it's best that my leg and my knee. My knee's probably stretched too, but my leg on top, my thighs will be stiff. Be tiff. Like, no, so I can't stiff, so I'm gonna be chilling. I told my daughter come last night. Do your homework. Take a shower. Eat your food. Clean up your room. This is the thing unless I gave her. But I also gave her melatonin. I'm happy that she probably would be even more tired in the morning. I had to give her 2 because one was not taking that girl down. So I was like, I had to give her 2 kitty melatonin. I'm not on that time. I have to give her certain time so she's not going to be, whatever. Try to give her like not before 9:30 or whatever. Really working her body. What was I going to say? I need to go to her brain doctor and get her, what do you call it? An appointment for that. I need to make a new one because the last one don't take our insurance anymore, so I have to go to another one. I'm tight. But that's what it is, though. You got to do what you got to do for your kids. And she got a sleep study coming up in June, too. I hope they send through the damn referral. If not, I'm not going to be able to go to that appointment. Oh, man. All right. What I was going to say. I told her homework, shower, food, clean. I said, get your swimming clothes together. Did she do that? 2 of those last things she did not do. Cleaning and get her swimming clothes together. So now she said, oh, Mommy, when I told her, Kiki, you don't have everything together. She said, Mommy, I got everything together. When we go to the elevator, I said, where's the swimming stuff? Because usually swimming stuff, she has a whole book bag for it because it's so much. I make her bring her Crocs. Guys, she come out the water. I don't want her, walk. I make her change in the bathroom. They have like a changing area, but it's not really a changing area because they have a bathroom. They have a changing area like where you can see right through them. Like, why would y'all have it like that? But so there's 2 bathrooms, like 2 big bathrooms and 2, technically 3. 2 individual, and then they have a bathroom that's big and long. And I feel like they're better because even though it's not individual in the room, you get more space. So I like those better, right? So she have her Crocs. So I don't want her to be in the bathroom with no shoes on. That's just disgusting, right? So I bring her Crocs, her bathing suit, extra underwear, her swimsuit, her head thingy, and her glasses. So she gets a whole book bag for that. So on Wednesday she has 2 book bags full of stuff. And on days she has chair, all she got to do is bring sneakers. So she got an extra bag. And then sneakers and what else? Sorry. So it's always in my arm. Sneakers and what's going on? Sneakers and I guess I'm trying to sanitize my hands on my eye. Oh my god. Technically my hand was in my eyes the whole time. I'm sorry. But in case my hand slipped in my eye, I don't get nothing. Anyway, that's supposed to be. I'm in the gym, study as hell. So yeah. So she has a whole Peppa Pig book bag. Usually she brings nothing's prepared, nothing's ready. I'm like, girl. So now instead of walking around, lollygagging, having fun after school, we have to go from school, go to home, and go to swimming. And because her school opens have every Wednesday's a half a day, like I love it. What I do, try to get enough stuff on Wednesdays. And because swimming, sometimes she's the only kid in class because most kids are not are in school. And last week the swimming teacher came late, so she ended up having class with somebody else, and they had a little kid. And I'm like, typically if you got a one-on-one, it's $90. If you do one person, it's like $40. So I'm like, extra little $5, I guess, whatever. But I'm gonna pay for the full class because why? I pay for a slide, and if nobody else fills it up, she still get a slide by herself. I'm like, I'll be good to go. So that's what I do with her with swimming, and I'm chilling with her like that. Can they start? I'm gonna start over with the bicycle. I've been kind of lazy with the bike, but so yeah. I just did 35 minutes of bike. I'm gonna do another 35 minutes. The bike is more relaxing than being on other stuff. Like, and I'm talking, so I don't want to be jogging. Well, I don't jog. I walk fast on the treadmill. But this is going on so far, right? So Kdiddavis is doing a lot of activities. Like she's doing a lot of activities as it is. Lots of activities. I try to keep her as focused, like not focused, but like a lot of things. She has a lot of energy. She could do a lot of stuff. Only thing we need to do right now is me and her eat right, and eat better, and eat healthier. Just putting stuff in rice now, and she takes no problem now, and she doesn't mind if the carrots are in the rice, which is good. Probably need to add some other stuff, like the one with the beans and the carrot and the cube, and I probably need to get some canned stuff and just put it, or even it could be frozen stuff and just put it in there. I think frozen stuff is just so much better because it don't waste because it's frozen, so you just use it when you want to, all of us is low in iron. So the doctor said beef is good to eat. You can eat liver, but I don't eat liver. So, and I know KK, if I don't eat it, I know KK definitely sure not going to eat it. It's very few things that KK eat that I don't actually. Like, she'll eat cake. I don't like cake. Like, I'll eat it, but I don't like cake. But liver, the smell of it, the taste of it, she's not going to be with it. She's not going to play with it. She's not going to play with it. So, I don't play myself. So, hey, hi. Whoever else had it on. But, so, that's just really what's going on right now. So I'm just chilling. I was with those beds, massage beds earlier. Ooh, I was loving it. Ooh, feel me? But what else? I don't know. I put it on what's resistance I'm on right now. I was on 6 before. I put it on 7 right now. But yeah, that's what's going on right now with me and KK and life and the baby and what's not. So the baby wants to have a surgery at the end of the month. A minor surgery, not like a major, like not like open heart surgery, but it's like a minor surgery. I'm thinking of taking the same surgery. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm like, I'm so old. Should I take the surgery? Like, is it gonna affect? Like, when you're a baby, certain things are just better to do. When you get older, like, should I really do that? And is it gonna affect something else? I'm like, I don't know, because my body be playing games. So I'm thinking about it. Right now, she's gonna be taking surgery. I gotta ask her caseworker to make sure, not ask her, but tell her, do you put everything in for surgery? Did you get permission? Because I can't, because she's not my child. I can just say, oh, cut her open, doc. I gotta make sure the court. Her parents say okay. If the parents say no, you have to go through the court to do it. So if the parents say yes, you have to get documentation that the parents said yes. So in case in the future say, I didn't say I could do that, it's written that you signed and said okay for it. Then if they say no, you have to go through the courts. And I think her lawyer probably will get involved too. They'll say, is the surgery worth having? How is it going to make her life better or worse in case she has it? Kind of thing. So that's what it is to be a foster parent. You just can't just up and do what you want with the kids, even if it's in the well-being, because this surgery could help her out a lot. It's going to help with her balance, help with her hearing, help with not having ear infections. So it can help with a lot of different things. She can help with her speech. I said hearing? I did. So this thing can help out many different things in her life to make sure she has a better quality of life. She's getting other services too that she needs to make sure she has a better quality of life. I want, not because she's not my actual child, I want the best for her. I want her to have the best, especially because now she's so young. I want her to have the best start off in life. You cannot wait till a child's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old to want to help them. I'm not saying it's too late to help them. If you didn't realize there was a problem before, you just started helping them now, that's fine. But as soon as you can see there's a problem, you got to do your best to not kind of, to really, what is that? That's Fashion Nova. Nova, I don't got no money, baby. I don't got no money. Maybe I should go on Nova. I don't got no money to really spend, but I need to get some dress up. There's some parties coming up, some events coming up. I got to dress up for the nines for it. So I got to make sure I'm good to go. Anyway, just make sure if you have like early intervention, all these things that you need for your kid, make sure they're getting it. Because if you don't do it, nobody will. Or if they do it, they're going to do it like when they're in elementary school. If they have a speech problem, they should probably do that much younger. They can be caught up with everybody else. It's not like there's a race, but you want your child to be at a certain level for doing certain things. And all kids are anything at different levels, but if they could get extra help to help them make sure they're on the level that is like, usually give people benchmarks of certain things. And if a child's usually not doing a benchmark or something, they're delayed a little bit. It don't have to be much, but still a little bit. So make sure they get as much as you can for the kids that are with you. Your kids or foster kids, it don't matter. My friends' kids, if they see them, I'm like, tell that first. I'm going to say not tell that first, because some friends, I have friends, and I know the child's off. And I tell them, they get upset at you. I'm like, they're trying to help you, but they think they know more than you. So I'm like, I'll leave them alone. I don't tell no parents nothing. If your child's bad, I'll tell you nothing. Granted, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a person. I'm not a psychologist. I can't diagnose anybody with anything. I went to school for theater arts. I can act you to death. Act you to death, I got you. Sing you to death, I got you. Dance, I'm like a 7 on a scale. I'm not like 100, like a 10. I'm like a 7, 6 or 7, 6. I'll be accurate, 6.5 in the dancing, right? But I can't diagnose. But you can tell when certain kids most times have something wrong. And it's so sad that some parents, they'll see something wrong with their kids, but it's like, oh, it's just their child. Or that's just because they're a boy. Or because, oh, they not, no. Give the child some help. They need help. They need therapy, they need medication. Some people need medication, or just probably sometimes also with certain things, certain, they say the brain things, like something red dye, they say affects people, I don't know. And sometimes the food that you eat can affect the way kids are acting. So talk about that and give KK less those carbs, but she be acting up, she be hype. KK be on 10,000 all the time. She be on 10,005 all the time. And the funny thing, I was like that too. I'm not gonna say like, I used to just drink water and I used to be on 10 in high school. Like, KK's so young. She in the house, she just be doing whatever. But yeah, thank you for the thumbs up, thank you. But yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, it's a lot. But people don't, they see their child struggling or having behavior problems and they don't nip it. They don't nip it. And it's like, you need to get that tested or get certain things to help you and things like that. When I saw Kdiddavis was acting a certain way, and I was like, well, we're going to a therapist. We just did that long, just her schedule got kind of hectic. But certain things, like even the couple, I think it was 2 or 3 sessions, told me some things about KK I didn't even know. Like, and I talk to her all the time. Sometimes I feel like I probably tune her out a little bit. Because if y'all don't know, if y'all have kids, especially little girls, but I see it happen to little boys too. Them little kids could talk. They could talk and hear about nonsense. Like, they'll talk to you about the frog on the floor was invisible. Well, KK don't do the invisible thing. Thank God for that, Jesus. I don't want no invisible friends. The devil's a liar. Go back to where you came from. But they'll talk about everything. And the thing about it too, I'm a person in general. I don't like repeating even movies unless it has like a couple of years in the middle. When you're telling me a story and tell me the same story twice or 3 times in that week, or even in that day, girl, I'm tuning you out. I'm tuning you out. You're out-tuned. You are out-tuned. Okay? Hold on. Let me get my water. That's something vlog with this the other day. What up, vlog? The vlog getting it. So I tune her out. So what I found out, Kdiddavis, when she in school sometimes she worries about me. If I fall, that gets her anxious. I found out steps the other day. Get the test that day. She didn't do that great on it as I thought she would do. Like the teacher was like the day before she did. There's a 2-part test. And the first day she did amazing. Second day she didn't do as great, but she passed. But it wasn't as great. I think she was like one question, and for her that was unusual. Even the teacher was like, she was surprised. But I told the teacher she didn't have a like me. The baby fell down the stairs. That's the day I fell down the stairs. The baby fell down the stairs out of my hand. I fell over, not on her top of her, but on the side of her. Baby was bleeding, and because I was rushing, I was yelling at her. I was like, "Hey, can you see that? I told you when we literally before we left the house, I was like, KK, when you rush, bad things can happen. It could have been my fault too. There's power in your tongue. So I'll take 48% of the blame. But if you woke up earlier, I be waking up with this girl 40 minutes sometimes, 30 minutes. If you're late, 20 minutes, I'll be trying to wake her up. And she's not getting up. Melatonin or not melatonin, up. She's not getting up. So I'm there and I have the baby take care of it. I take care of myself, trying to put my little face on, trying to put a little makeup on, I have hyperpigmentation. I'm out on the street looking like somebody, put on some clothes. Y'all see my clothes? Hold on. I don't look like I'm somebody in the street. Put on some clothes. And she don't get up. She used to be sometimes an hour late for school. That's how bad it was, but it got better. Now, if y'all know, if I watch my vlogs, she sleeps in her clothes. Oh, I think that vlog came out yet. It's coming out. I think I said before in a different vlog, but I put it in my recent vlog I edited last night. Thank God. I'm going to put it on YouTube tonight. Hopefully it's not corrupted because it's the whole thing in my computer. The hard drive, all this stuff. Anyway, so saying all that, she gets anxious and she thinks something's gonna happen to me. So I had fell another time too. I was pushing a stroller and this crack with it's like literally last year, baby started daycare June, last year May. And the crack with the thing, because the sidewalks in New York is a hot mess. The stroller went straight because it's a stroller. My foot, I had Crocs on, my foot went like this, and I'm falling, and I scraped my hand. I was bleeding. Like it was a, it was a whole dramatic. KK crying. KK looking at me like, I'm like, girl, help me. Fat head. I know she can't help me up, but no, straight to the street had to help me up. It was a mess, right? It was a mess. It was a whole thing. But she got anxious. She thinks something gonna happen to me because when talking to the therapist, I was eavesdropping. I was ear hustling, as they say. And I found out she gets anxious. She thinks something's gonna happen to me. The lady was asking, like, what's things gonna happen to your mom? She could get hurt. She's gonna fall. Like, she really worries about me. I'm like, girl, you don't have to worry about me. I'm a big grown adult. But in her mind, in KK's mind, she always thinks she's a mommy. I was here to tell her, you're not the mommy. I thought, you're not the... And she always try to correct the baby. I'm like, baby, that's why people say, oh, you should change your baby pampers. I'm like, no. When I was a kid at her age, I used to, but I feel like you shouldn't put that kind of thing on your kid. That's not their kid. You take care of a kid. She was feeling to have a sister, but in her mind, she's a mommy. She's a baby's mommy. So, she thinks she's my mommy sometimes. I'm like, girl, stay in your lane. You're a children's lane, baby lane, and a mommy lane. I'm the mommy shark. You're the sister shark, and you're kind of a baby shark. But you're not baby shark. You feel me? The baby's baby shark. But she's not getting it. So, my daughter has a hard time staying in her lane. So, but she gets anxious when she's not with me. I'm supposed to give her a sticker on my face. I forgot to do that. I keep forgetting to do that. I have so much things in my mind. It's been months now. Give her a picture so she know I'm okay. So I give her a watch so if I want to call her. But she'll charge the watch. She want a phone so bad, but you can't keep the watch that's on your hand. On your hand and charge. You're not getting a phone from me, sis. I told her when you're 18, you can get a phone with yourself. And I hopefully can give you a phone. Well, T-Mobile's easy, so you probably get a phone for T-Mobile. But I'm saying, please. So it's a lot. So it's a lot. Even in a few sessions, I found out a lot. So I'm like, if you think your child behavior is acting up, or if they seem sadder than usual, just talk to your kids as much as you can, but also get them some help. If you can't do it, sister, and you know what it is too. Maybe if I knew a question to ask her, that would be. But I never when she's going she's not the kid cause she's been in daycare since she's 4 months old. She's never been a kid to oh, mom, you come with me to school kind of kid. So I just never would think that. Or she never say to me, oh, mommy, just be safe. She never thinks that. She never says that out of her mouth. I would never think she's anxious about me, something happening to me on the road. I can get hurt. But she knows it's possible. I'm like, mommy's not always going to be here. None of us is always going to be here. You have to be not prepared, but just be cautious. And I'm always talking about safety with her. I'm like, even in the bunk, she has a bunk bed. And she loves to lean over. I'm like, girl, you could fall off the bunk bed and hurt yourself and break your neck and break your back, something. You might not fall the first time. You might not fall the second time, but the 100th time you do that, you might fall over, you might hurt yourself. And even if you fall the first time, you might not hurt yourself. The second or third time you do it, you might hurt. You just never know. So I try to tell, I'm very cautious. I'm trying to make her scared of nothing, but she's not. I want her to see that her actions does have consequences. So, but yeah, maybe I'm too intense. I mean, intense. Like even where I live, I don't have to go outside. I live in the hood. I live in the hoodar. It's not. I feel like it's honestly what I see what the hood is about on TV. It's not the real hood. But we got crackheads. So maybe we are the real hood. We have gun violence. We have knife violence. Like one time I was coming home from her school and I got her late. So if I would have got her on time, she would have saw this. But somebody nicked the lady on her, I think her neck or whatever. She had to go to the hospital or whatever. I'm like, if I just came home, if I just got her on time. The funny thing, I should have got her on time. All I was doing was sleeping at home, so I should have got her on time, but I didn't. So, but it'd be a lot. But I think God honestly protects me from all the foolishness that happened in my neighborhood. I be finding out things later, even on the news that something happened. I'm like, damn, I lived there and it's on the news. So I think he just honestly just protects me from all the foolishness and shenanigans what happened in my neighborhood, and I'm grateful for that. I want to move to oh yeah, I don't play into the pettiness with people on the internet. Now, honestly, I don't get really that much negative comments, so I'm grateful for that because I know bigger creators get more comments, so they get more negative comments. It's how the game works. It's how the content creation works. So if you don't realize, or if you didn't see, a couple of shorts ago, my elevator in my building was broken, and I had to take the stairs because it was broken. And we couldn't fly up there, so I got to do what I got to do with my two kids. And the stairs in my hallway, in my apartment building, are disgusting. It looked like it hasn't been cleaned for years. And I think the reason why it does, I feel like they honestly don't clean it often. Maybe once a month. Maybe once a month, if they do that. Maybe just need some paint and better stairs. I don't know. Probably because people are on the stairs as often, they don't clean it as much as people. I don't know, because that's just nasty. I took a video of it, and I put on my shorts, and somebody commented, I said, yeah, this is a NYCHA residence stairs. It's nasty. Da, da, da. Somebody said, if you don't like it, then move, sir. Well, I'm not gonna say who would want to live in NYCHA. For real. Because there are people in NYCHA I've talked to myself and heard them out, they will always want to stay there. Some people want to stay there. But I'm not the one. I would never choose on purpose to live in NYCHA. The only reason I live in NYCHA is because I came out of shelter and this was the first option that I couldn't get the city FAPs. They said I decided I couldn't get city FAPs. There's some criteria or whatever. Like I say I didn't owe rent, so I couldn't get city FAPs. And I couldn't get Link. At the time I had links to all these Link programs. All the links went into city FAPs now, but I didn't qualify. So because of that, I was screwed. Feel me? Screwed. And I end up being in NYCHA. NYCHA is honestly better than city FAPs, so God was looking out for me. When I wasn't working, guess what? I paid no rent. My rent from HOA was $283 because there's two of us in the house. But for my pocket, nada, zero. That's the only good thing about living in NYCHA. But I like to have my own money. I don't like to be under the government's thumb. Right now, I don't qualify for food stamps. I don't qualify for welfare anymore. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Getting my own little cheddar. I don't make much, but I make more than what they think I should be getting in the system. So it is what it is. So the guy said, if you don't like it, then move. If I had money to move, don't you think I would move? If I made $60,000 a year and could afford to move in can you live in an apartment nowadays and with the new rents and it makes $60,000 a year and you got two kids? I don't know. God don't look at rent prices. I just know what I hear is expensive. You need to have first, last, every month rent to make sure you're good. And they say you want a certain amount to be in the bank, whatever. That's a lot of money, and I don't have that. I don't have savings. Like, I had savings last year, but after I got the washing machine, and I think my washing machine was not broken. I think I actually got the guy to repair it and it would have been fine. Cause I think it was like $800, $900 that I got. For the washing machine with taxes and everything. Like it was, I think, 7 or 8, and then with the taxes it was expensive. People say, why get a big washing machine? I need to wash all my clothes. I have comforters that I wash in my washing machine. Like, I don't want to go to nobody's laundromat. Nobody's laundromat. So I wash everything from home. So I make sure it's big enough for all that stuff. And usually comforters I wash by myself, or like comforter in one sheet because the sheets are light. So like whatever. But the guy was like, "Oh," I'm like, "If I could move, I would move. I wouldn't stay at NYCHA on purpose." I'm not that person. Like some people, they can't wait to get NYCHA. They want to live here. I tell people, like I told somebody the other day, I didn't grow up. I think it was a different guy. I didn't grow up here, and I never aspired to be in the projects. I thought I would never be in the projects, so I never thought I would be in the PJs. So to be living here, I'm like, why? That's one thing. So, and it's not a problem when some people they want to live here. I just personally don't. If I made that much money a year, my goal is really to make $10,000, and I feel like in New York, $10,000 is honestly nothing. With the rate of rent is hiking up. So, and with 2 kids, things like that. And the thing about that income, I usually count the foster care money, but I can't count it because some places don't take it as income. So, technically that income is for the child. So, technically, well, it's boarding. So you pay for boarding because technically they're staying with you, so they pay for boarding for that. So, yeah, and because my baby is over 2 years old, her amount that I get from her for her went down by, I want to say like $100 or something like that, because they give you money based on the child's age, and if also by a disability, if they have a disability or not. So that's the thing, because she doesn't have technically a disability, and she became 2 years old, the money went down, which is not a problem. I can still take care of her regardless of the money they give me. All I gotta do is buy like wipes, food. I get WIC, but the child eats like she is gonna be a heavyweight fighter, so she eats a lot for a baby. I think sometimes she eats more than KK, so which is crazy. Because I also have her moment that she eats a lot, so yeah. But yeah, it's really a lot. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. If that makes sense. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. Oh, I made 21 minutes again. I've been on here for a while. I've been doing TikToks. I've been doing this. I've been working it out, like literally working it out. Try to turn that around a little bit. It's not gonna work. See, I've been working out. Ooh, I work it. Oh yeah, I said it's hard to find me shoes because I was size 12. I had KK. I was to size 13. I went down. I went down to 11 at one point, 11 and a half, back at 12. I think the more weight I gain, that's the more bigger my feet get. So I need to lose a lot of weight so I can get back to least size 10, 10 and a half. This is tragic. And because most stores go to 11, I can never find shoes. I have to always buy men's shoes, and I'm tight about that. Anyway, so that's what's been going on with me in life. And what's been happening, what's been popping and what's not. So the struggle is real. What time is it? I was sitting here and I had to go pick up my kid and like, oh shoot, I got a rush for you. I don't like rushing. But I'm going to try to fast today too. I'm particularly on fasting. I don't want to eat till 6 o'clock. Particularly on Wednesdays is a fasting. But I need God to give me a miracle. I don't know if you want to pray for me, but I need God to give me a miracle. I need my eyes to be like 20/20. Like, that might be a big ask. If you could do water into wine and turn a blind man to seeing, and I'm not even blind. He was blind. And he was like, some people was healed just by disciples' shadows and clothes of the body. So if I ask you for a little, 20/20, I think I'm asking for more. I don't think I asked for much. So I'm fasting for that right now because I want 20/20 vision. I really go to the doctor for your eyes, and I go to the doctor for everything. I had my regular doctor looking at my pum pum the other day because I had to do a pap smear, and like he said to do every 5 years. But which when she said do it for 5 years, I'm like, the last one I took was 2019. I didn't have to do it again. Like, but because I went to the gyno and did that, it's not in the records of my new doctor. So I told her I would go do it at the gyno, and I just never went to the gyno since last year. I'm like, my vagina's falling apart. I'm really not. It's kind of falling apart, but not really. It's fine though. It's healthy. But now it's healthier. I should say. But it's just like a lot. Like, and the one thing I don't do anything to get anything. So that's a good thing about like that. Unless somebody literally comes to my room and gives me STI or STD, I'm not gonna get it because I don't do anything to get those things. So that's a good thing about that. But I'm like, the struggle. I need a, ooh, I want to, if you don't know, I did it on TikTok. I got these relationship cards, right? I'm not in a relationship, only with Jesus, of course. Um, but it gives you like, for dating like things or whatever like that. So what I did is got this for myself. Basically, I'm dating myself. So what I want to do is go to a pottery class because the first card I got was like arts and crafts, and I think in pottery is arts and crafts in a way ish, arts and craft adjacent. So every time I think of arts and craft, I think of dirty. It's a Dirty Dance. No, it's Patrick Swayze though. Ghost. I think of that. I think on and down in my life, a little. That's the wrong song with the right actor. That song's from Dirty Dancing, but it's from Ghost. I'm talking about the pottery. But I'm gonna go to that pottery class to fulfill that card, and after that card, I'm gonna open the next card. I open, but like scratch it off and just do another activity by myself. Love dating myself. Yeah, I know I started going on dating sites early this year. And I'm checking that out. So like POF, I'm on, and there's one called Stir. It's for parents. I want to say Stir, Stare, whatever, Stir. And that's what I'm doing. Like, but I get so annoyed to message people back. Like, not annoyed, but it seems like a chore. It seems like a job that I'm not getting paid for. That's what it seems like to me. So I personally haven't been on as much as I used to when I first opened it and feeling to get on. I tried to get in the Christian one. It didn't work. I think I might do Christian Mingle. My friend from yesterday, well, if you look on my Instagram, the girl I went to the auto show with, but she's been on my channel before too. But there's no recent videos with her on. So I said yesterday, we'll go on Instagram to see it. She said she did the Christian Mingle one, but the trial. I'm thinking of doing a Christian Mingle with the trial and see what I get out of that. And yeah. And not because they say you're gonna be a good guy either. And I always say God's supposed to be for you, like you have a special someone. I just don't know where to find him. This some guy I took to the guy the other day, right? And he was saying that like people would be okay with going on these dating sites, right? When a guy talks to you in the store or the street, you don't stop for them. He said same guy is technically on the site and in person. It's just true, but I just feel like when you're in person and you do that, it's weird. Because I know you through a friend. I don't got that much friends, so that's the hard part about it. But it's just, I don't know. It's very hard. He was like, at the gym you can find somebody. At the bar, like I don't go to the bar. I'm like, I don't know where to find people. Not find people, they should be finding me, but I don't know where to place myself to be found. I'm like the lost and found will keep on moving. I'm the moving lost and found. Then I was asking somebody about a speed dating round table kind of thing for Christian people. That's what I want. I'm very particular on who I want to be with, so I got to think about that. I'm on volume 8. Not volume. I said volume. Oh my God. Before I was on resistance 7, I'm resistance 8. So I fucking not going as fast and burning as much calories, but maybe I get my calories in. I got a lot of calories done yesterday. I tell you that much. I press is going in. But that's still a treadmill. I thought it was something else. But yeah. It's a lot. I want to pee again. I need to drink that much water too. Okay. Usually I'm just trying to drink this, cough it down. I think if I'm fasting, it's also making a difference. I didn't eat no food today. Obviously, I'm fasting. I have different bottles for my house and I have different bottles for outside. I don't know if y'all do that, but that's what I do. I'm a weird one like that. I think it's much easier so I don't forget the water. So what I do is usually fill the water up from the night before. Top of the counter. Usually me and KK, but sometimes I forget her water depending. We have, if you don't know, we have a water. I gotta call the company for the water. I ain't getting no water on Monday. But I have the thing we give the water. The little thing you just press the button and come out. We fill up our water, try to put it by the door, so when we leave in the morning, pick it up and go. So and if I use another water bottle, if I use the same water bottle in the house, I might forget in my room. I have a water bottle in my room too, like, because the water bottles keep the water very cold, almost room temperature. Like it'll stay cold for a long time, and it'll start going down to room temperature almost. But it stays like mid, like not middle, but upper middle. Does that make sense? So yeah, it'd be good. Can you imagine I'm just here talking to myself? Like, are YouTubers crazy? Like, I understand like on TikTok or even Instagram. I think it has this feature on here now to like two people come on at the same time. I'm not sure if I can really invite people on here. I'll be crazy. There's literally, well, I guess a smaller YouTuber like me, because people are not really talking in the comments. I'm really talking to myself. Like I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself. I can't even hear a response or read a response from you. I wonder how blind, well, a blind YouTuber do live, but they have a private person reach out to them, and then I think that's what I've seen before. It's about a deaf one. Well, I've seen the deaf content creators on TikTok, so I know how they do theirs. So I don't have to ask a question. But yeah, I'm literally kind of crazy. Like it's okay, getting cool down. I'm gonna come up to live. I guess 10 minutes, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we got to a 4 resistance when I did my cool down. I guess I should really cool down. I'm gonna cool down. It's not cool. It's not gonna cool down. I might do the massage bed after this. I'm gonna be lazy. Today's gonna be lazy. Wednesday's my lazy day. Funny thing, the trainer doesn't come in early on Wednesdays. Come in late. Come in at 1. So I'm not even gonna see him today. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't have to work out as hard. So I wouldn't want to. I don't have to work out as hard as people don't need to because I don't have to do it because he's not here. Nobody to keep me accountable. Maybe y'all can, but no. But aren't we kind of crazy though? Literally talking to a screen. We see ourselves. Basically, it's saying we're talking to ourselves like a mirror of ourselves, and we're crazy because literally nobody's talking back to you. It's like wow. That's why sometimes when I do the lives, I don't look at myself. I'm looking at myself and talking to myself. Like, can you imagine if you have the phone and just you see like some people they have like body dysmorphia. So you see, no, let's look in the mirror though. But all right, if you're just being there and to see a person, the same picture of you is in front of you, talking to the picture. Like it's weird. Oh my god! At the auto show yesterday, right? They have a lot of like, what you call it? Like figures, not figures, but it's on the screen, like artificial intelligence, and they have like an AI looking thing. It looks weird, and try to make them look human, like, but you know their computers are like it's weird. Then they have this AI thing. People pass by and they'll talk to you, and on the big screen, and then I forgot what it said exactly. I don't think I was doing video at the time either. And people passing by, and the person's looking at it, and it's like, and the person, I think the person say hi to the AI. I said, you can say hi or something like that. It was just creepy. I'm like, alright, what's gonna take over? Oh my god, I don't think they could ever do that. To be honest, they need us just to be able to create more. I don't think they'll get that smart ever, like in the movies. But it's weird when an AI just say how you doing or hi. And it's like it's not a person. Like everything is weird. Back in my day, looking so old. Back in my day, chips was water. Like when I think about how much a bag of chips are right now compared to was when I was a kid, or a beef patty, when I beef patty, they're cheap to buy food. They're cheap. Or somebody, different people came in. That's nice. Thank you guys for the like. But beef patty did cheap, no expensive. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Peace.